YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So I've said multiple times who I believe the third best scorer is going to be on the Celtics team, and it's not Marcus Smart. It's not Dennis Schroeder. It is, and the real ones know, Josh Richardson. Now, every time I say that, whether it's on the podcast or in a random video or a debate or anything like that, people in the comments are saying, "Oh man, Ev, you're about to make a fool of yourself for banking on the fact that that guy's gonna be the third best scorer." To me, that just makes me immediately scratch my head. It's like, why? Why am I that crazy to think Josh Richardson's going to be the third best scorer on the team? Obviously, you have Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and then it's a toss-up to me. Josh Richardson, Dennis Schroeder, Marcus Smart. And in all fairness, I think that the biggest sort of gripe with me picking Josh Richardson comes from the idea that Dennis Schroeder probably, I guess I shouldn't even say probably, legitimately over his career has been a better scorer than Josh Richardson. But still, I believe, and again, I want to bring this back a couple steps too. This is my opinion. This is my feeling. This is my gut sort of prediction heading into the year. So anytime I say that Josh Richardson's going to be a better scorer than Dennis Schroeder or Marcus Smart, or he's going to be the third best scorer on the team, it all comes back to, hey man, that's my guy. Like I'm riding that heading into the season. That is absolutely my guy that I am high on, that people don't seem to be agreeing with. I'm not saying that I'm right or that I have a better prediction than you, or, you know, I know something that you don't. No, it's all based on sort of that gut feeling. Some guts are bigger than others. I'm working on it. It's all based on that gut feeling and that sort of, you know, vibe that I'm getting from the player. And as much as I know about him and as much as I know about the Celtics, to me, it's like a perfect match and they're going to mesh really, really well. So as I go through this video, I want to make it clear that I'm not taking away from Dennis Schroeder. I'm not taking away from Marcus Smart or any of the other guys that might be in your mind of them being the third best scorer. No, I am just pumping air in the tires, I guess, of the guy that I think is going to be the third best scorer on the team. So I wanted to make this video, but I also knew me saying, hey guys, it's my feeling and my gut feeling and my gut reaction and my instinct. That's why Josh Richardson's going to be the third best scorer. I knew that wasn't going to fly with you guys. I knew that that was not going to be sort of a selling point. So I did decide to do my homework, and I do have three main reasons why I believe that Josh Richardson's going to be the third best scorer on the Celtics this upcoming season. Before I get into those reasons, guys, I want to ask you guys, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and then comment down below. Am I crazy? Am I crazy that I am this high on Jay Rich? Let me know in the comments down below. We are approaching 2,000 subscribers. It was my goal to get there before the start of the Celtics season. Guys, we are so damn close. So we're less than 100 subs away from that. I think you're about to smash that goal out of the park. Like I am so beyond thankful. It sounds corny and cheesy to me in the middle of videos to say, guys, you don't even know how thankful I am, because it's gotten to the point where it's like, you legitimately don't know how thankful I am for the growth of the channel and the support lately. So please hit that subscribe button, like the video, and then again, I want to hear comments down below. Hate on me if you want. If you're a big Schroeder, you're a big Smart, you're a big someone else on the team that's going to be the third best scorer, hate away. But I do want to hear from the people that agree with me. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you think Josh Richardson is going to be the third best scorer on the team? All right, let's get into the reasons why, which I'm excited about. Again, number one reason, so the fourth, I guess we have four reasons. The number one reason, and this is like the bonus reason, is that this big old gut has a feeling. All right, I got a feeling Josh Richardson's gonna be the third best scorer, but that's not good enough. Throw that out of here. We got three more reasons. The first reason being this: you saw my starting lineup prediction. If you haven't, I'll link it way up here. I think that Josh Richardson's gonna start, and I don't think Dennis Schroeder's gonna start. So number one reason is sort of the opportunity that each player is going to have. So Josh Richardson, I think, is gonna play more minutes than anyone that he's competing with in this third scoring option category. That's sort of like a cut and dry, hey, he's gonna have more opportunity, more points will come his way. But even on top of that, and I hate to make this a Richardson versus Schroeder scenario, but even on top of that, to me, Dennis Schroeder is going to have to come in And let's face it, he's going to have to be a little bit more of a playmaker than maybe he even was in LA or has been for the rest of his career. Just compared to Josh Richardson, he's gonna have to be more of a playmaker, right? So if you have two guys that are competing for that third scoring spot role, one of them's gonna have to pass more, one of them's not. Aren't you going with the guy that's not going to have to pass more and be the playmaker? So that's reason number one, that Josh Richardson's role is going to be a defense and scoring role. Whereas Dennis Schroeder, both of those will apply, defense and scoring, but he's also going to have to, at times, come in and run the offense. That's going to take away from him getting to the bucket and scoring. So that's sort of like the easiest sort of go-to reason to me that I've thought of for a while now. It's like Josh Richardson, one of his primary goals here is going to be scoring. Dennis Schroeder, also a scorer, is going to have to run the offense, which is the same exact argument you can make with Marcus Smart too. All of a sudden, he's not going to be the third best scorer because he's going to have to run the offense. So that's reason number one. Josh Richardson's going to have way more of a scoring opportunity, one, minutes-wise, and two, role-wise, than anyone else on the roster for that third spot. Number two, and this is where, Analytical Ev went to town here. I ran some numbers and really dug into their games and highlights and everything like that, and come to find out, versus Marcus Smart and versus Dennis Schroeder, Josh Richardson, points per field goal attempt. Josh Richardson scores way more on less volume compared to Marcus Smart, compared to Dennis Schroeder. So I know that that's sort of like man, stats don't tell it all, Ev. But either way, Josh Richardson can score more on less volume than a Dennis Schroeder or than a Marcus Smart. There's not going to be that much volume to go around. You have the two names, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. You know those guys are going to take the VOLUM in volume. There's only the E left. There's not much volume to go around. You have two absolute stars that are going to take up this volume. So who's going to be able to score the most with a limited opportunity? The guy that puts up more points per less field goal attempts, Josh Richardson. And then on that same point, this is all in the same number two, this is the second reason, is that Josh Richardson also, just comparing the two players between Dennis Schroeder and Josh Richardson, he's way more of a get the ball, two dribbles later, he's taken it to the hoop and scoring. I know ISO ball was an issue for the Celtics last year, and I assume it may be sort of a point of concern this year that Ime Udoka said, hey guys, that can't be something we do. So I'm kind of roping this second reason with the, points per field goal attempt into the catch the ball and score without having to slow things down or beat your man one-on-one or anything like that. Josh Richardson's a little bit better, and I'm saying a little bit. I'm not gonna lie here and say, oh my god, he's so much better than Dennis Schroeder at getting the ball and first step being by somebody. No, they both can do that, but Josh Richardson's way more of an off-ball threat than Dennis Schroeder. He can get the ball, swing it right by his guy, first step, he's gone, two dribbles, and he's scoring. Whereas Dennis Schroeder, like I said, it's a very small difference, but Dennis Schroeder might need to get the ball, pull it back, tween the legs a couple times, and then go by his guy. That's not going to be as much in the flow of the offense when you are that third best scorer. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're going to be the guys that can say, hey, I'm going to ISO this right now. That third best scorer, I don't think the Celtics going to be too pumped if we have to deal with now, coming off of last year, we're going to have to deal with now a third best scorer playing ISO ball. That's another nod that I'm giving to Jay Rich here, that he can get the ball, first step, he's by a guy, and boom. And I guess the way to sum this up is he's less of a let me create my bucket type of a player, which sounds like I'm saying it's a negative, but it's not. It's more or less a, hey, I don't need to create anything. I can get the ball, point A to point B, go score. I think that Jay Rich is a little bit better than Schroeder in that aspect. And then the last one, the third reason here, guys, it just comes down to a matter of percentage points. He's a better shooter than Dennis Schroeder. He's a better shooter than Marcus Smart. Not by a whole hell of a lot, but again, I'm not arguing that he's going to score 10 more points a game than either of those two guys. I'm just saying that he's going to be the third best scorer after Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. He's a better shooter. So if Jason Tatum drives or Jaylen Brown drives or Marcus Smart's setting up a play or anything like that, who's more likely to hit the open shot? It's him. It's Josh Richardson versus either Dennis Schroeder or, Marcus Smart, I guess, if he's not running point guard. So I guess that is sort of a, hey, it's not that big of a difference. It's only a matter of percentage points. But I think that's going to be a big factor because so much attention is going to go to Jason Tatum. So much attention is going to go to Jaylen Brown when they drive especially. I'm going to give the nod to the better shooter sitting in the corner waiting for that open shot. So I want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let me know if I'm crazy. And again, I want to make it clear. I'm not trying to rag on Dennis Schroeder or Marcus Smart or anyone else that's going to compete for that third spot. To me, this is based on a gut feeling, an absolute gut feeling, and an absolute sort of like, hey, that's my prediction and I'm sticking to it. That's my guy heading into the year. And then I decided to, you know, then go and do homework to prove my point. I don't want to make it sound like I know something you don't know or you guys don't know basketball if you disagree. I'm not here for that. This is my guy. I'm sticking to him. And I want to tell you guys my take here on the channel. So it's not about you being wrong or me being right. I just want to kind of defend my point. And I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Please let me know in the comments down below. As always, hit that subscribe button and like the video. We're headed towards 2,000 subscribers. And I can't thank you guys enough. That is like ridiculously unbelievable to me. We started this sort of grind on the channel at, I don't know, 200, 300 subs. We left last Celtics season coming off post-game shows and whatnot at like 250 subs. And I was like, you know what? This offseason, I want to commit. And I have, guys. Like, if you look at how many videos we're uploading every single month, it's crazy. We're averaging like 35 videos a month. And I've committed on my side. But I gotta give you guys props. You've committed on your side as well with the views, the likes, the comments. Like, this has become an absolutely awesome community, and I can't thank you guys enough. And legitimately, like I said at the beginning of the video, I cannot thank you guys enough. Like, it sounds corny, but there's no way that you guys would ever know how thankful I am. We've done giveaways, we've done all this type of stuff, but I'm so thankful. So please subscribe to the channel and like the video if you have not yet, and then I'll catch you guys in the next video.